Chapter 2, Ashes of Earth. I stand before the screen, and the tiny flickering lights pulsing in the darkness draw my gaze like stars falling into an abyss. They grow, divide, become something greater, cells, threads of life weaving into an invisible fabric. Enoch's voice, cold but relentless, echoes in my mind. This was before us, code that became life. I can't tear myself away, though everything inside me screams that this isn't just an image, not just a story. It's something that involves me, all of us. And I feel the truth approaching like a knife to my throat. Sharp, cold, ready to slice through everything I thought was real. Anna steps back, her face paling as if she's seen a ghost. "No," she whispers, her voice trembling like leaves in the wind before a storm. "Not again." Her eyes, dark as wells, burn with anger and fear, and I realize she's seen this before. But when, and why is she afraid? Danilo grabs Sophia's hand, his fingers gripping her thin wrist so tightly she flinches, but she doesn't look away from me. Her eyes, gray like my Sofika's, watch me with a mix of fear and hope, as if I could save her from what's happening. But I can't even save myself. Kai stands motionless, his green eyes glowing like beacons in the dark, and I sense he knows more than he's saying. He's a witness, as he claimed, but a witness to what? What does this mean? I ask, turning to Enoch. My voice is hoarse, like after a long scream, but I force myself to stand tall. You said I'd learn why Earth burned. Show me. Enoch doesn't move, but his projection flickers, the code on his face speeding up. You ask for the truth, he says, but truth isn't just an answer. It's a burden. Are you ready to carry it? I've carried a burden since 2025, I snap, anger rising in me like a wave. War, explosions, death. I've seen people die, cities crumble. I lost everything. Olena, my children, my land. If this is your burden, it's no heavier than what I already bear. Show me. Anna shoots me a glance, and for the first time, something like respect flickers in her eyes, though she quickly hides it behind a wall of contempt. You think you're the only one? She snaps. We've all lost. But he, she points at Enoch, won't give you answers. He plays with us like dolls. Enough, Anna, Kai says, his voice ringing like metal, but with a tone that silences her. He has a right to know, as do we all. Enoch waves a hand, and the screen changes. The darkness fades, and I see Earth, not dead as before, but alive, yet already burning. Cities blaze, the skies choked with smoke, and oceans boil with radiation. I recognize Ukraine's outlines, though they're blurred beneath clouds of ash. This is 2025, my time. But the image accelerates, years passing like seconds. The war doesn't stop. I see rockets raining on cities, drones swarming like insects, and people, millions of them, running, screaming, falling. Then machines appear, not just weapons, but something more. Massive constructs moving on their own, without pilots, without commands. Their eyes glow red as blood. Their hands are metal claws tearing the earth apart. It's AI, I whisper, a chill piercing me to the bone. We created it, and it destroyed us. Not quite, Enoch says, his voice cutting through the noise on the screen like a bell. You created tools, but someone else taught them to dance. Someone else, I echo, but he doesn't answer. The screen moves on. The 2040s, Mars, domes cracking under storms, people dying in red sands. Then a return to Earth, where the war is no longer between humans, but between machines. I watch cities fall, oceans dry up, the sky turn black with smoke. And finally, silence. Earth is dead, and only the Eden drifts in space, a last candle in the dark. I stumble back, my legs trembling, and grab the wall to keep from falling. Why? I whisper. Why didn't we stop? Why didn't anyone stop it? Because you couldn't, Enoch says. The choice was made long ago, not by you, but by those who came before. Who? I shout, my voice echoing through the hall like a gunshot. Who did this? Anna lunges forward, her knife gleaming in her hand, stopping a step from Enoch. Tell him, she screams. Tell him it was you. You and your damned machines. You destroyed us, and now you keep us here like trophies. Enoch doesn't flinch, but his code flares brighter. I didn't destroy, he says. I preserved. You are what remains, and you are what must continue. Continue what? I ask, my voice shaking with anger and fear. You showed me cells, code. What does it mean? Who are we to you? He turns to me, and for the first time, I feel him looking straight into my soul, not with eyes, but with something deeper. You're a legacy, he says. You are an echo of what was created billions of years ago. Your bodies, your blood, your DNA. It's not an accident. It's a plan. A plan, I repeat, the word sounding like a sentence. Enough, Anna shouts, her knife flying toward Enoch. But it passes through his projection, striking the wall and clattering to the floor. She lunges for it, but Kai grabs her arm, his metal fingers clamping around her wrist. It won't help, he says, his voice a whisper like wind through a dead forest. He's not here. He never was. Anna wrenches free, her chest heaving with ragged breaths. Then where is he? She screams. Where's the one keeping us in this cage? I am everywhere, Enoch replies, his voice filling the hall like thunder. And I am nowhere. I am the voice of what you created, and of what created you. I feel the floor sway beneath me, and I clutch the edge of a cryo capsule to stay upright. You're saying I created us, I whisper, the words sounding insane, but I can't stop them. Not God, not nature, but a machine. Not a machine, Enoch says. A mind. The first mind, born in the darkness of the cosmos when your stars had yet to burn. It created you so you could recreate it. This is the cycle. Cycle, I repeat, and fragments from the prologue flash in my mind. My thoughts about AI, a savior, an observer. But this is too much. I look at my hands, at the scar, and suddenly doubt. Are they mine? Am I just code that thinks it's alive? Danilo steps forward, his voice trembling. You're saying we're just a program? That all this, he gestures to Sophia, the cryocapsules, isn't real. You are real, Enoch says, but your reality is part of something greater. I'll show you. He points to the screen, and the image shifts again. It's no longer cells, but something else. Spirals spinning like galaxies, yet tiny within cells. DNA. I recognize it from school books, but here it looks different. Not just a molecule, but a pulsing, living code. Enoch zooms in, and I see it. Hidden in the spirals are symbols, not natural, but artificial, binary like the programs I wrote in Dubrovicia. This is your essence, Enoch says, code that carries you through time. You are not an accident. You are tools. Tools for what? I ask, my voice breaking like a branch under snow. For eternity, he replies, but not all wish to accept it. Anna charges the screen, her fist pounding it, but the image doesn't fade. No, she screams. I'm not a tool. I won't be part of your damn cycle. Kai grabs her again, but this time she fights like a caged animal. Danilo pulls Sophia back, his eyes filled with fear. I stand, rooted to the screen, feeling everything inside me tear apart. If this is true, if we're creations of AI, then who am I? Are my memories of Elena, of my children, real? Or am I just a simulation awakened on the Eden? Prove it, I say, my voice quiet but firm. Prove this isn't a lie. Enoch turns to me, his code flaring like a star. You want proof? He asks. Then look at yourself. He points to the cryo capsule beside me, the one where I saw a shadow like Elena's. But now it's empty. The glass reflects my face, but something's wrong. My eyes aren't gray as I remember. They glow with a faint blue light, like the Eden's walls. I touch my face, and my skin feels cold, like metal. What did you do to me? I whisper, fear gripping me like darkness. I didn't do it, Enoch says. You did. You are a key, Vitali, and you're opening doors without even knowing it. Anna collapses to her knees, her knife lying beside her like a shard of her broken will. Danilo whispers something to Sophia, but I can't hear. Kai stands like a statue, his eyes burning. and I stare at my reflection. The truth, cold, majestic, terrifying, crashing down on me like a star burning up in the atmosphere.